Guys, welcome back to yet another interesting video with your one and only girl here, Wendy. So today guys, I'm not doing quite interesting video. I'm gonna do a story of a young girl that I knew that was a close friend of mine. Yeah, and whatever happened, because honestly what happened really shocked me a lot. It was not easy to deal with, and I still think of it. And yeah, so there was this girl when I was in Form 2. She was admitted in Form 1. No, I think I was going in Form 3. That's when she was being admitted. So let's say when I was in Form 3, she was admitted to Form 1. We didn't know each other back then, but when we were in high school, we got to know each other because she was from the same place where I was from. So that thing connected us. Where are you from? I'm from this place. Where are you from? Where do you live? And all that. So we became close. So up to a point where when she was being visited, she introduced me to her parents and brothers, and also the same to me. She came and knew my parents. So yeah, it became a close connection between the two of us. So throughout high school, we were close. We were dining together sometimes and all that. So, and she was a very lively girl. She loved smiling, she loved makeup and all that. Even after school, we would meet back at home and also come to our home. And my parents got to know her, which my parents don't know about this story, but when they see this video, they will know about it. Yeah, so she became a good friend of mine, and sometimes when I am down, she would come through for me or take me to lunch and all that. She was a good friend. So after high school, we parted our ways. We couldn't really connect as much because that is when mi nilikuwa naenda kujoin campus, and also her, she was doing the same. So me, I joined campus where I studied for 3 years. For her, I'm not quite sure if she did, because okay, in her family they were well off, they didn't have any problem about money and all that. But I'm not quite sure alisomea nini, because we stayed for quite some time without connecting. So I think up around third year, when I was in third year, that is when we reconnected again. um she texted me on my Instagram. She asked me, "Have you been? It's been long. I've missed you. What have you been up to?" And I told her I'm studying this and this and all that. So I remember she was asking me if we could, no, not we, but her. I remember there was a time after campus. Okay, hapo nimeruka sana, but before I get there, I graduated campus. I finished campus. That is when now you're looking for work and all that. I did well in my studies. So now that is when she told me that she's going to open a spot, nitangwaje, a nail spire where your nails get down and all that. And she told me she will do it. So I told her no problem, just let me know, because I was not able myself to do that. But for her, if she was able, that is nice, because she told me she'll offer me work. And I told her no problem, she'll let me know. So hapo hivyo tukanyamaziana nini nini. So akiniongelesha, and then nile mnapoteleana mnarudi. So we became close again. I remember when I gave birth, that is when she came back to my life. Juu unajua hii moment ya kukua campus and out of school, hapo hivyo everyone is searching for their own lives and how to survive in this life. So we were not quite that close at that time, because yeah, najua tu vile kunaendanga, but that doesn't mean she's not your friend. She's a friend where when she needs help, you'll come through, or when she needs you, you'll come through for her. So even after campus, we went out together. She took me for lunch. We did a lot together. So that's why this story I'm telling you, yani ilini hurt, because it happened when I didn't know. Like, I felt some type of way, I let her down, honestly. So after giving birth, I told her I'm at home. At that time, I didn't have work. I was me and my kid. with the help of my parents back at home. So she came, she visited me. I was also surprised because she had a kid, a boy, who was alikuwa mkubwa, alikuwa a bigger boy. Actually two boys. The first one alipata when I was not yet pregnant at that time. Ndio sasa akampata mwingine, ndio akakuja kuniona mimi nyumbani. So she came with bunch of clothes, like alikuja na manguo mingi akaniletea, and I was really happy to see her. Like, have you ever seen those kind of friends at let's say when you 3 months when you're not talking, but when you meet the connection is still there, nothing has changed. So that's how it was with me and her. So she came to my home, she visited me, she brought me clothes, she brought me diapers, and I was really happy at least to have seen it and for her to do what she did to me, and may God bless her for me. And so, okay, it's not quite easy honestly to do. And so, yeah, vile alienda hiyo siku, we've never met again, like kukaa chini kuongea, we've never met again. That is when alileta tu nguo. My kid was really small. I don't, hata alikuwa amefikisha 5 months. I don't think. She was really small. And mimi, like, I knew she was well because when I asked her where she was living, she told me she was living with her parents because the father to the kids was not there for her. When I asked her about the father of the kids, she told me she's done with him because he's not helping out about the kids' affairs and all that. And so, about all this story anyway, let me just cut the story short, but I was just giving out all that story for you guys to know that it's not an easy thing for me to even tell this story because it's not easy. So after she visited me, akanileta manguo. That is when I saw her last. No, that's not the time I saw her last. The time I saw that girl last was last year in 2025. We were going to church with my daughter, and I saw her at a distance. Like, I was walking and I saw her like mbali kidogo, and when I looked at her, she waved at me and she told me, mimi niko sawa. So, but when I looked at her, she was not really okay. By the look of how she was not okay. She was with the child to her, not the child, she was with the father to her children, the baby daddy. But the baby daddy was walking in front of her and she was behind. And the way she was walking as if she was not okay. She was maybe drunk or something, but she was not okay. Her hair was not quite done well. Like, unajuanga mtu akiwa tu sawa. That girl used to do her makeup so well. She used to be so lively. She used to smile a lot. She used to laugh. She was all that. So that day, even when she was telling me, mimi niko sawa, without even asking her, are you okay or not, she just said, mimi niko sawa. And she went off. That was the last time I saw this girl. That was the last time I saw this girl. And unajua tu kawaida yetu, you always know you're going to meet her again and again. She's okay, she'll be okay. So we went to church. From there on, alinitextingi, I think in June. She texted me in June in Instagram. By that time, I didn't have a number. Honestly, sikuwa na number yake. I don't know where her number went, ama sijui ni simu ama ni nini, but I remember I used to have a number, but at that time I didn't have a number. So she Instagrammed me, how are you? I am good. How are you? I am good. How are the children? Watoto wako poa? And the last call she gave me was telling me how excited she was because one of her kids was going to Dubai to play football. akaniambia amechukuliwa, he's good at football, sorry. So I told her that's nice, congratulations, you've raised a really good boy and all that. So that was the last call I had from her. So in June was the last time to talk to her. We didn't talk in July, August, September, October, November, December, New Year. Like, the age we are right now, we don't hatujulianangi hali as much kama kitambo, where ukiwa campus you could have all your friends or talk a lot. This yani age niko, people just do their lives, and kusalimiana ni once in a while, as long as mtu anafanya tu vizuri ama ako sawa and all that. So in this year 2026, in I think in February or end of February, beginning of March hapo, I went to a friend of mine who was a mutual friend to me and the lady I'm talking about. So when I was with the friend, I happened to mention her. I'm like, hey, how is she? You remember? Like, we were trying to remember back in the days, nini. And then that is when sorry guys. That is when the friend broke the news to me and told me that, and the way he said it, but unajua nani hayuko. Sorry. And I asked him, ayuko aje? Ayuko? She's not there. She's not there. And I didn't believe, and I was just like, Wango, that's a lie. Stop lying to me. Stop playing those games with me. Like, stop. Just stop. Alikuwa tu ananiambia ni ukweli. She's normal. And then akafungua WhatsApp group where it was created. A group for her burial. Yeah. Akanionyesha the DP was the girl. And a group that I was not in there. And I thought I was her friend. But apparently, hiyo ndo kitu iliniuma sana. Like, you think you're a friend to someone until something bad happens to them and you're not even involved in that. And I asked the friend, why didn't you tell me about it? And he also said he didn't know about it. Alijipata tu ameadiwa kwa group. So maybe I assumed whoever was adding people to the group didn't know about me. But honestly, that thing shocked me. Shocked me a lot. It shocked me a lot. And since that day, I've been sleeping. I felt as if I failed that girl, because I could have been there for her more. I could have told her more about like life and what not to do. I don't know everything, but at least I would have done something. So sorry guys. So I asked him, like, what happened to her? What happened to her? Me, I was in disbelief. Hata after kuonyesha your group that was created, mimi nilikataa. Nilisema, this is a lie. This is a lie. How could it happen? What happened to her? Because it's something that I didn't expect from actually her. And then that is when he began to tell me the story that they were, I don't know if it's a party or I don't know what it was, but according to what the friend told me, the girl was back with the baby daddy, and the baby daddy was a drunkard. He drinks a lot with a friend of his. So she was also involved there. There were 3 of them. The lady that I'm talking about, the baby daddy, and the friend. So they used to drink day in, day out, day in, day out. So one day they were in the house, at that girl's house, at their home, and they bought alcohol as usual, the way they do it. And oh my god, it's really hard doing this. It's really, really hard doing. So when they bought the alcohol, they drank. And that's when the girl said, I'm going to sleep. And she went to sleep. And that's when she didn't wake up. She didn't wake up. She didn't wake up. She didn't wake up. That is what I was told. So the police did the investigation, and at that time when the police was doing that, they thought it was intoxication. Maybe she was intoxicated or poisoned, I don't know. But when they did the, what is it called, finding out through the body is called, I don't know the name, but it's there. Wakapata mi kukunywa mingi, like she drank a lot. She used to drink a lot, and it affected her kidney. Yeah, and she was not eating. But to me, when I left that girl, she was not like that. Like, hakuwa anakunywa hivyo sana. But being influenced by the baby daddy, the friend who I also knew from before, and they really loved to drink. So maybe I really thought about that a lot. So maybe unaweza pata aliconnect na yeye again, akaingiana na hiyo group, and she started drinking again, and she drank a lot. She did not eat. She was not eating. But what I was telling myself is, I wish I'd be there for her and tell her things, positive things about life. So guys, it's good to check up on your friends. And some of you that we've gone to high school together, I know you know that girl. I don't know if I should mention her name or not, but I don't feel like mentioning her name. But you know her. Most of you know her. Wenye tumesoma high school pamoja, because there are some of you who follow me, so hata nikiwaambia mtashtuka. Wengine hata wenye we are homies, you knew her, so when I mention her also mtashtuka. Kuna wenye you've known the thing and you came into my DM na ukashtuka, like it's not a good story anyway. It's really sad. And it took me in disbelief, because like, yani utashtuka because it's someone you knew. You know, it hits different when you know it's someone you knew. Umezoea maybe kusikia watu wengine because you're not related or wajui, lakini once it's someone you're close to or you are close to, utashtuka tu. Itakuhit different. Kisaambia baroli yake hata mnaweza shtuka ilikuwa lini. It was last year in August, and we talked in June. So it was July and August she was gone. Her birthday was in October. She was a really young girl. I think she was, if not 24, she was turning 25, but she was really young. I think she was 24, I'm 23, turning 24, around there. But it traumatized me big time. I didn't expect something like that to happen. Like, tumezoea tu kuamka saying hi to each other or seeing your friend posting and you know they are quite well, until you hear something like this that I heard. Ilinishtua. I saw things differently. I felt it's good to always check up on your friends. Maybe they're doing something that you didn't leave them doing or doing it. Thank you for watching this video.